My mind, so precious. It's yours, it's mine. And look at the time. My God, so precious. It's yours, it's mine.
Coming to you live on 2K Sports, it's time for NBA action. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. From the sideline, our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. Clark, we know both these teams coming in looking to get a desperately needed win. Just how much do recent struggles on both sides weigh on them right now?
Well, you know what, Kevin? I think they do weigh on.
Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Russell kicks to Lin. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Zeller, a screen on Gordon. Outside Thomas to the inside, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Gordon. And now we go to David Aldridge, who spoke with Frank Vogel. David.
Well, Kevin, they're going to keep it simple tonight. He wants to run everything through the low post. He told me, physically, we're the stronger team, and we need to use that strength to our benefit. Back to you.
Thank you, David. Max checked in for Evan Fournier. Abs checked in for Brooklyn. Takes the 13-footer. No good off the front iron.
Not pretty. You just got to shake off a miss like that.
It's stolen by Mack. Inside, Simmons. That's tipped. And here is Lin. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Gordon against Thomas. To the paint, and stolen by Gordon. 3-on-3. Here's Mack. No good. That would have tied it. So for the Magic, their last game, a loss to the Cavaliers in Cleveland.
Tough night. I mean, they attacked on both ends, and unfortunately for them, they just got called for a lot of fouls.
Yeah, they were too physical. A little bit out of position. They were rough out there, but ultimately the physicality led to fouls, and that hurt them.
And Brooklyn making a change here. Dinwiddie's checked in. Lin kicks to Dinwiddie. Fires from the corner. No good that time. And Orlando the other way now. Three-pointer Augustine. Good, and the nice assist from Mack. Augustine's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three. Dinwiddie passes to Thomas. 1:43 left to play in the first quarter. And DJ throws it down.
And DJ is excellent at being aggressive inside. Doesn't waste any opportunity to punch it on you.
Orlando's gone. Just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Spates sets a screen. And stolen by DJ. To the paint. Here's Carroll. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
I gotta admire that vision now. Like how DJ scans the floor in order to find the open man and does it well.
And really, the first 3 or 4 seasons of his career, DeMarre Carroll was kind of a fringe rotation player. I think once his three-point shooting took form in Atlanta, that's when his value as a player skyrocketed.
Thomas up top, defended by Gordon, and Thomas with the stuff.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones.
Hey, they've got a nice, comfortable lead here, fellas. Might as well keep it simple. Do it a plain, simple one-hander, just like pound cake.
I would agree. Kicks it to Carroll. Back to Thomas. Just 5 to shoot. Out to the right wing. Here's Dinwiddie. Let's keep it alive. Goes back up. Gordon with the defensive effort.
they've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Yeah, the half and half balls are going their way, and that's really a function of effort and intensity. You know, the ball doesn't discriminate. Whoever goes and gets it, that's who owns it.
One quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Nets out in front, leading by 3. 2K Sports, back in a moment from the Amway Center. And we got to close here as we get back to the second quarter. And looking at what we've seen so far from this, what do you guys think?
Just playing suffocating defense. That's been the difference here for them.
You know, Greg, I love watching this team get after it on defense. I mean, they play with a bit of edge and nastiness.
Gordon out there with Simmons. Then it's Sheldon Mack. Then there's DJ Augustine. And it's Spates in at the 5 spot. There for Orlando. Knock down the 3 ball.
Boy, I like the confidence here. Gordon is excellent at realizing when he has room to shoot even before he has the ball. That's what we call seeing a play ahead.
Here's Thomas. And that's out of bounds. Brooklyn will retain possession. A chance here to assess what parts of the floor the attempts have been coming from as we look at the shot chart for the Nets.
And they've really shied away from the mid-range. That's a new school style, and looking for shots beyond the arc and at the rim, those tend to be far more efficient.
And the Magic making a change here. Vucevic just checked in. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. We see more and more players who can do it all on both ends of the floor. Clark, who's your pick for the most versatile player right now in the league?
Well, for me, it starts with LeBron James. I mean, his passing ability is platinum level. And then you think about his size, athleticism, speed, IQ. All of that is also platinum level. So he's unique in that regard. Draymond Green, because of what he can do defensively in terms of guarding multiple positions. And Giannis Antetokounmpo, I mean, the Greek freak, is really unique in his versatility as well.
Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Vucevic has got the lead up to 1 now for the Magic. And for Brooklyn, they're shooting under 40% all in all for the game. Booker with the screen for Thomas. Pass to Dinwiddie. Thomas against Spates. And then Thomas with the jam.
DJ's a clever, smart player. When he sees a lane to the rim, he doesn't take his time, instead going straight to the rack.
Here's the screen. And Simmons kicks to Augustine. Off target from three-point range. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. The feed now to Dinwiddie. Back to Thomas. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. And for the young players on the Magic, how much tougher is it to develop when a team is continually changing their coaching staff?
Well, Kevin, we've seen it. I mean, when you have multiple turnover, particularly in key front office or coaching positions, that's very difficult for the players. It's disorienting. 4 different coaches in the last 3 years. At some point, you have to set your anchor and sail accordingly.
Catching up on the changes for Orlando. Evan Fournier comes in for Simmons, and it's Payton in for Augustine.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
And then Thomas with the jam. A lot of give and take between these sides early.
Yeah, and both teams look like they came to play. We should have a good one.
And they double up Payton. To the middle, here's Spates, and the slam dunk by Spates.
And they are going toe-to-toe here tonight, guys. This thing's like a heavyweight fight.
Yeah, these teams evenly matched, Greg, trading hits and refusing to give up any advantage.
And up the court come the Magic on the break. Here's Fournier, slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. And so it's Orlando heading to the bench. Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right. And the second half about to start here in just a few moments. You look at DJ in this one. He's been ever. Here's Dinwiddie. Guys, no real chance for them to come back now.
Yeah, I think the focus has to be on their next game at this point.
Gordon against Thomas. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. It's going to be on Aaron Gordon.
Well, I really respect how DJ plays the game. I mean, he's got a fairly laid-back attitude, but it's a calming, confident presence on the court.
Now here is Augustine. And so it's Orlando taking this one by a big margin. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home. I think they built off that edge of being here and playing with just a little more confidence than their opponent.
And that about wraps it up for Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge. This is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. See you later.